Welcome back to Barca TV. Welcome back to the Camp Nou. Barcelona leading 2-0 against Brondby. No changes that we can see at half-time, so we'll run through the lineups for you. Barcelona playing from left to right. In goal, Valdez. Back four is Reisiger, number 2. This man, Carlos Puyol, number 5. 32, Oleguer. Number 12, Gio van Bronckhorst. Xavi, number 6, the captain. Number 8, Cocu. 23 is Mota. 22, Luis Garcia. 7, Saviola. And 10, Ronaldinho. For Brondby in goal, number 1, Tata. Number 25 is Senels. 4, the captain, Nielsen. 6, Jakobsen. Number 5, Dan Anton Johansson. Number 18, Scarbalius. 7 is Kallenberg. 3, Weghorst. Number 10, Johnson. Number 9, Martin Retov. And 12 is Camper. Barcelona pretty comfortable in the first half. But let's wait and see. Saviola playing the ball out to Luis Garcia. Reisiger inside to Xavi, combining with Saviola. Ball cut out by Kallenberg. Again, Brondby looking to make any progress they can down the right-hand side. A tactic they were using in the first half to very limited success. Two managers, Frank Rijkaard and Michael Laudrup. Michael Laudrup, ex-player at Brondby in the early 80s when they, of course, won their first Danish championship. Brondby only formed in 1964, so a mere whippersnapper of a team, formed from East Brondby and West Brondby. And now great rivals in the Danish league with FC Copenhagen, who themselves were only formed in 1992. But that is now the new firm of Denmark. Just as in Scotland you have the old firm of Rangers and Celtic and the new or young firm of Hearts and Hibs. Will Denmark have their firm matches, and that would be Brondby and FC Copenhagen. Puyol playing the ball to Xavi. Xavi very rarely loses the ball and often does just the right thing, and the right thing this time was the pass to Reisiger. Reisiger with a chance to take on his man. Declines the chance. Cocu, scorer of the second goal, of course. That's a lovely ball forward. Well controlled by Xavi. Looking for Saviola. Saviola's in there, and the shot just pushed almost into the path of Luis Garcia. Luis Garcia was offside, though. First moment of excitement in the second half. 3 minutes gone. Saviola doing well to get the shot in, and Luis Garcia just offside. Xavi Hernandez, of course, established in the Spanish national team, as is Saviola in the Argentinian team. Only one of them will be going to the European Championships this summer, of course. I'll let you work out which one. Gio inside to Mota. Mota's pass is blocked. Cocu back to Pujols. Xavi. Mota. Looking for Cocu, is cut out. Given back, but Brondby really are struggling to move forward. Jakobsen just taken out. That'll be a free kick to Brondby and a chance to move the big guys into the penalty area. Or not. Ball's just given straight back to Barcelona. Saviola, Xavi. Xavi's got runners ahead of him. One of them is Luis Garcia, playing the ball back to Xavi Hernandez. Cocu combining with Xavi. This is Reisiger. Reisiger turning inside, gets the ball across, looking for Ronaldinho. Mota's there on the far side. Mota's shot is blocked, and Barca still have possession. Xavi. Van Bronckhorst having to go back and playing the ball to Oleguer. This is Carlos Puyol. Xabi moving the ball forward. Here's Garcia returning. Ball to Cocu. Mota. Saviola combining with Mota. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho just turns inside ever so easy. Cernals didn't have a chance, and that's a good ball, but the intention was good, but Cocu not quite on the same wavelength this time. Quite pathetic cry for a penalty there. The ball going nowhere near the Danish player's hand. Be a free kick for Brondby. Brondby, of course, from Denmark. Denmark have brought many things to the rest of the world. I would say the two most famous things would be maybe, or quite possibly, the best lager in the world. I don't know if you remember the adverts with Orson Welles. Probably the best lager in the world. And that was my impersonation of Orson Welles as Brondby move forward, and it'll be a ball for Barcelona. Of course, the other thing the Danes brought us was the Vikings. They weren't so nice. They used to go around doing naughty things. But there was a tremendous film with Tony Curtis called The Vikings. I think it was Kirk Douglas and Tony Curtis. But anyway, let's get back to the Vikings of Brondby, who are not exactly ravaging the Barca half of the field. Barcelona looking very comfortable up until this point. Moving the ball forward now. Xabi looking for Ronaldinho and finding him. Luis Garcia moves the ball inside for Xabi. Barca lose out. Kallenberg. Johansson. Johnson. Barca really pressing the Danish midfield. Johnson turning into Gio. That'll be a throw-in for Brondby. As Michael Laudrup prepares a double substitution. Off goes Weghorst. And on comes number 8, Daugard. The substitution, off goes our friend Scarbalius. He's replaced by Carsten Johansson. There's a lot of Johanssons in this team. My favourite Johansson is JJ Johansson. Great singer, sort of electronic music with a crooning voice, sort of Frank Sinatra style. Offside flag against Redov. Michael Laudrup looking very relaxed on the bench. Don't think he had high expectations. Also, as I said earlier, in fine form at the moment. 6 wins out of 6 in February, including impressive away wins at Valencia and Deportivo de la Coruña. Puyol moving the ball forward. Saviola lays it off for Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho just with a little flick, running into his man. Ronaldinho seems to have taken a knock. Could possibly be a groin strain. We'll have a look in a minute as Brondby move forward. Johansson. To the other Johansson. Plenty of Johanssons about. As Brondby move the ball forward. Possible handball indeed given. This could be a dangerous moment. Retov looking to take the free kick. Ronaldinho, I'm still not sure if he's recovered. So Victor Valdez will have to be on his toes. Interesting position. Daugard looks the keenest to take this one on. Jakobsen also over the ball. Victor Valdez awaiting Jakobsen's shot, and it's just over the crossbar. I would say one of the better efforts we've seen from Brondby this evening. Iniesta will be coming on, and Ronaldinho indeed seems to have pulled a muscle or something. Hopefully nothing too serious. And there we have it, the big Brazilian smile. He's played his part this evening. The crowd getting to their feet, not just for what he's done today, but what he's done before and what we're sure he'll do in the future. Really is a delight to watch him, not just because of the football, but his whole attitude to the game. And this young man, Iniesta, also has a great future at Barcelona. Victor Valdez out to Carlos Puyol. Oleguer, a very young Barcelona team on the pitch now. If you look at the average age, Carlos Puyol, Victor Valdez, Oleguer, a team for many a year to come. Zaza under pressure from Saviola, almost getting to it, and Barcelona have one possession. Luis Garcia with a shot, and it's blocked off the back of Nielsen. Barcelona looking for a way through. Senel's pushing the ball forward. That'll be offside against Johnson. Mota inside to Iniesta, combining with Xabi. A lot of debate as ever about whether these two can play together. Both very creative players. Of course, you need someone to do the hard work. And someone could be Mota. Iniesta out to Gio. Mota and Gio combining well. Chance to bring the ball in, and it's headed out. There are plenty of Barca players in the penalty area. So the first corner of the second half for Barcelona. Xabi to take. Puyol, one of several Barca players in the penalty area, and it's just gone over everyone's heads. It was almost as if nobody was really interested in that one. You would have expected Cocu to go for it. Of course, he scored his goal from a corner in the first half. Weisiger with the throw-in for Barcelona. Oh, nice little flick by Luis Garcia, but just running out of space. He'll be happy with having scored the first one for FCB. Laudrup again, looking ever so calm on the bench. Rijkaard talking to his assistant Tenkate. Johansson loses out to Xabi. Mota combining with Xabi. Saviola's made the run ahead. Luis Garcia on the near side. Luis Garcia with the cross and straight into the hands of Zaza. Also win possession. Xabi with Mota. Saviola's first control is poor, and Luis Garcia on the edge of the area. Just wide of the post. It was a good effort from the youngster. The ball breaks. Luis Garcia skips past the yellow shirt, and it was curling well. And if we have a look from this angle, just round the post, and that really would have, I think, sealed Barca's passed to the next stage of the UEFA Cup. Gear on the ball. Gio. That'll be a free kick for the challenge on Iniesta. Iniesta combining with Saviola. Iniesta. Cocu. Puyol. Reisiger keeps the ball in. Moves it back to Carlos Puyol. Gio inside to Motta. Xabi Hernandez. Iniesta. Long ball out for Gio, and he's got plenty of space, plenty of time to get the cross in. And the crossing comes, Saviola's in there and headed into the hands of Zaza. Gio van Bronckhorst picked him out perfectly. Saviola with a real chance to make it 3. Barcelona, as you can see on your screen, 11 shots on goal to Brondby's 2. And Zaza has pulled off 5 saves from those shots. Barcelona very comfortable indeed this evening. You just can't help but feel if Brondby to get 1 goal, they would of course then need another 2. It would make for a little bit more exciting viewing. Nielsen laying it off for Johansson. Dan Anton Johansson, that is, as opposed to Johansson. Puyol forward to Xabi. Decent ball out to Luis Garcia, and Reisiger flicking it on. Lovely control. I don't know if he'll get there, and runs out for a throw into Brondby. Mark Overmars looks to be coming on. This was the control by Reisiger. Reisiger just being bumped by Johnson. As we're into the last half hour. Puyol is well into enemy territory. Indeed, all of the play of the second half has been in the Brondby half, much as most of the first half was. It's a decent ball forward. Xabi being pulled back. It'll be a free kick and a substitution to be made by Frank Rijkaard. Off will come the scorer of the second goal, Philippe Cocu. He'll be replaced by another Dutchman, Mark Overmars. Cocu, a very popular figure with the fans. Maybe not the most famous or glamorous of players, but very regular, very consistent. Always gives it 110%. Gio van Bronckhorst. What a tremendous name that is, Gio van Bronckhorst. He could be in films with, what's that other one, Van Damme, no? Or Arnold Schwarzenegger. Although my favourite is definitely Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator series. Although I must admit, I do have a soft spot for Bruce Willis in Die Hard. Anyway, Brondby on the attack. Sennels with the ball forward, and Valdez has to pick it. I think he's been bundled over. Or he's bundled over the forward. He'll win the free kick. As ever, the referees protecting the goalkeeper, and lovely little moment between Mullet Head and Victor Valdez. Then number 10, Johnson rather. He looks just like a squatter with that haircut, and you know, like I could just see him in khakis. And anyway, we better not go down that path. Let's go back to the match. Barcelona on the halfway line. Iniesta Forced back to Victor Valdez. Puyol inside. And Motta holding off his man. Motta ever so strong on the ball as Barca move forward. Once again, Marc Overmars with his first chance to impress. Just racing past two Brondby players. Couldn't beat Dan Anton Johansson. And there'll be a throw-in for Barcelona as we approach the halfway mark in the second half. Barca 2-0 up, 3-0 on aggregate. Saviola doing well to turn and turned his man, but there was another defender in the way as the ball's played forward. Luis Garcia almost in. It certainly could be more than two by now. Barcelona continuing to move the ball around. Zada will clear, and that's a poor clearance. It'll be a throw-in to Football Club Barcelona on the near side. Given away. Daugard out to the wing. Brondby have 5 players moving forward. Trying to get Sendles in, but Carlos Puyol in there again. Tremendous player he is, really is. I think the best defender in Europe, quite simply. Not only because of technique and tactical awareness, it's just he covers so much ground. Carlos is our hero. Jakobsen. Really, Barcelona allowing Brondby no options to move the ball forward. Daugard. Jakobsen. Johnson turns it back. Moving forward now, and Busacca having to clear the ball. You throw in to the yellow shirt of Brondby. Jakobsen with Johansson. He's got to get past Gio, and the ball fired into the danger zone, but Victor Valdez was down well. Delightful play by Xavi Hernandez. Malta with Iniesta. Iniesta plays the ball out. Saviola straight into the body of Zada. Second chance for the Argentinian. Now Brondby look to counter-attack. That's a poor ball though. It'll be a throw-in for FCB. Moroccan goalkeeper has done well this evening, especially against this man Saviola. 3 chances, all 3 blocked by the body of the Moroccan. It's a good ball forward for Overmars. Overmars laying it off, and good play by Jakobsen. Johnson turning into trouble, and Barcelona have it with Xavi combining in the middle. Motta. Saviola's ball looking for Iniesta. Throw in to Brondby on the halfway line. Laudrup looks to make a 3rd and final substitution. Off comes Karlenberg. Benson is the man to take his place. Daugard losing out. Xavi again with delightful skills. Really hard to get the ball off him, and he proved it again there. Xavi has been outstanding in the Barca midfield this evening. Mota laying the ball out to Overmars. Overmars just blocked by Delgado. That'll be a free kick to Barcelona. Delgado knowing that he can be beaten or would be beaten for pace by Overmars. The ball laid in, and again another chance for Saviola, and it's just not working out for Javi this evening. Getting into the hands of Tata. Tata's clearance met by Carlos Puyol again, and Puyol will have to watch himself. Just getting involved when there's no need to. As Rijkaard prepares Gabri. Puyol now wearing the armband vacated by Philippe Cocu. It's a free kick for Brondby, a chance to move the centre halves forward. The two that are in the screen are on the screen now. Jakobsen and the captain Nielsen. Delgado over the ball. Drops it for Johansson. The ball moved forward, and too many Barca players in the middle, and that will be a corner though. The Danish fans high up on the third tier cheering. A rare chance to move the ball into the penalty area. Johnson getting involved with Puyol for the first corner of the match. The referee having to speak to the players, something that's become very common in modern football. In this case, Johansson and Weisiger playing dodgems in the penalty area. Johansson trying to get near on top of Victor Valdez. All to no avail because the ball doesn't make the penalty area, and Gabri is coming on for Luis Garcia. A chance to see a corner, nothing really going on between Johansson and Weisiger. Luis Garcia, scorer, the first goal this evening, replaced by another product of the Barcelona youth system, Gabri. Well, once again in the thick of it. Delgado inside to Johnson, playing the ball out. Plenty of yellow shirts in the penalty area, but it won't get there. But it will be a second corner off the legs of Gio van Bronckhorst. These are Saviola's chances. 3 chances in the second half, all finding the body of Tata. I'm not going to say anything about Batman and Mullet Head. As the ball's into the penalty area and headed over by Puyol. And Johnson picks up. Back to Johansson. Xavi out to Overmars. Overmars has got Saviola. Saviola unable to get to this one. Picked up by Camper. It'll be a throw in to FCB. Mota inside to Xavi. Saviola combining with Xavi. Saviola. And Gabri was outside, but Weisiger fancied the shot. Brondby have been in the UEFA Cup before. Their biggest achievement was 91 when they got to the semi-finals and lost out to Roma. Roma are also still in this year's competition, as I said earlier, alongside teams of the calibre of Liverpool and Benfica. Brondby themselves have already knocked out Dynamo Minsk and Schalke in this year's UEFA Cup. Schalke, of course, they only beat on penalties. Nonetheless, always difficult to knock the German teams out of Europe. They're all picking up. They're all losing out this time, but he'll win a throw-in. Barcelona, I'm sure, want to get this one under their belt and secure next year's Champions League qualifying place. Marc Overmars. Overmars looking to get it on his right foot. He'll spin off for what could be a corner. Indeed it is. Corner to be taken by Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez towards the penalty spot, headed away by Nielsen. Can't be losing out. There'll be a throw-in to Football Club Barcelona. Busacca's cross looking for Saviola. Saviola turns with his back to goal. Saviola just wide of the post. He's had his chances this evening, but it just won't go in for him. If I had to put a bet on it, I would just put loads of money on Saviola not scoring this evening. It's just not been his day or night. And that time missing Sasa, but missing the far post. Barcelona enjoying 55% of the possession and 11 times as many chances on goal. Just the two to show so far. As Brondby looked to counter. Retov just playing the ball in for Johansson. Retov hesitates, gets the shot in, and Valdez gets down well. Not sure if it was going wide of the post, but Victor Valdez taking no chances. It's difficult to come into the game when you've had so little to do, as Xavi's played Overmars through, and Overmars is offside. I'd like to see that one again. I'm not sure whether the Swiss linesman got that one right. As the ball's played forward, Overmars isn't offside. Saviola is. It's Overmars that picks up the ball. Dubious decision to say the least. Puyol's winning the free kick on this side. Just taking a blow in the side. Overmars again blocked by Daugard, but he gets the ball over towards Saviola. And it runs through to Senels. Daugard has quite obviously decided there's no way will he beat Overmars for pace. He just does an impersonation of a brick wall. Puyol's not going to be pushed off that ball. Instead lays it off for Motta. Xavi, Iniesta's picked up, he's got Saviola inside him. Saviola, but it's intercepted by Jakobsen. Daugard to Lorentzen. Captain Nielsen. Lorentzen playing it back. Senels. Nielsen. Forward to Johnson. Johnson giving away the free kick. Marc Overmars, chance to play it in. Saviola again with the control. Xavi to Iniesta. Iniesta's got Reisiger and finds him. Busacca with the ball over to the far post, and no chances taken by Daugard. Be another corner for Barcelona. All eyes on Saviola. Overmars with the cross, and it's going to go towards the corner flag more than towards any player, of course. Saviola with the pressure of scoring in the absence of the injured Kluivert. Also out injured this evening, Marquez and Gerrard. Luis Enrique out because of accumulation of yellow cards. And Edgar Davids has been a key player in the Barca revival in midfield. Unable to play, having already played in Europe this season for Juventus. Brondby moving forward with Johansson. Chance to play the ball into the middle, but headed away by Pujols. Iniesta finishes off the work. But Gabri's lost out in his handball, though. Senel's not quite in agreement, let's say. It's a free kick to Barcelona. We're into the last 10 minutes. Barcelona leading 2-0 thanks to goals by Luis Garcia and Philippe Cocu. Both players now having been substituted alongside Ronaldinho. But Barca still dominating. Saviola picks up. Xavi lays the ball off for Weisiger. Weisiger under pressure. Brondby move forward with Johnson against Puyol, and he wins the battle this time. Johnson with the shot. What a save! What a save by Victor Valdez. Valdez absolutely outstanding here. No way forward for Johnson. He'll have to take the corner. Brondby. Just the 5 players you would think. You might as well just pile them in. I know there's plenty of time to go. Rustu watching on as Victor Valdez continues to perform well in the Barca goal. Nielsen with the head, oh, and he's got it in. It's flicked on, and Brondby have given themselves a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Nielsen just looking up to the fans on the top tier, looking up to the clock. Brondby have pulled one back. It's a bit of a pity for Victor Valdez. Barca have kept a clean sheet in 4 previous UEFA Cup matches. And that one's just slipped in. Xavi was on the post and Nielsen had claimed that goal. So it's Barcelona 2, Brondby 1. But still, Barcelona leading 3-1 on aggregate as the ball's played over into the hands of Tata. But Brondby all of a sudden seem to have a greater sense of urgency to their play, thanks to the goal by this man, Piers Nielsen. It does have to be pointed out that Brondby would now need to score 2 goals, something I don't think even the most fervent of their fans actually think could happen. But football's a funny game. It's on this ground, of course, that Manchester United were losing that Champions League final. 1-0 to Manchester United with 2 minutes to go as Brondby almost put themselves under more pressure. Daugard. Bertov plays it back to Jakobsen. Cathar clears. Once again, Puyol in the air. The ball fall for Marc Overmars. Saviola's inside. Overmars to Gabri, and Gabri just over the crossbar. Barca may have only scored 2, but they certainly had chances to make it 5 or 6. I wonder how Laudrup feels. I guess if he has to go out of the UEFA Cup, this would be the ground he would choose to lose at. Overmars, Iniesta to Gabri on the wing. Gabri's got Senel's in front of him. Saviola again turns and shoots, and again he finds Tata. Another chance for the Argentinian. He may not score, but the turn is good. Does everything right, and Tata's there to stop it. This was the goal that cheered up the Brondby travelling fans. Corner to Barcelona, Mark Overmars to take. Into the danger zone, headed away by Johansson, and the shot is wide of Tata's goal. Certainly, though, if Brondby were to score a goal now, then we'd have to start biting our nails, I think. Olivier turning back to Victor Valdez. Brondby have got plenty of yellow shirts in the Barca half, but that'll leave gaps at the back. Not enough for Saviola as Johansson heads the ball back to Tata. Tata's clearance into the Barca half. Lorenzen, long ball forward. Just kept in, and that'll be a throw into Brondby. Olivier has filled in well as the centre half alongside Puyol this evening. Daugard. Beaten to the ball by Iniesta. Inside to Olivier. Olivier lays it off. Overmars looking to get the return ball, but it goes towards Saviola, who's beaten to it by Senels. Certainly Brondby been lifted by that goal. That'll be a throw-in for the Danish team. Just 2.5 minutes of regular time. And it'll be all eyes on who Barcelona get in the next round, but still time for Brondby to get that second goal. Saviola bearing down on Johansson. Johansson, long ball forward, looking for Johnson. Cleared by Reisiger. Iniesta goes up, loses out. Retov. And now Barcelona have possession. Valdez, oh, that's a strange one. That's going all the way out towards Frank Rijkaard. It'll be a throw-in for Brondby. Victor Valdez hasn't had a lot to do this evening, but what he has had to do, he's done it well. As Senels pumps the ball forward. Picked up by Johnson. Out to Lorenzen. Lorenzen's shot is high and definitely wide. So Barcelona still on path to pick up the UEFA Cup. May not be the CL, but certainly a major European trophy. Saviola losing out to Nielsen. The ball pushed back to Tata. You're watching Barca TV. My name's Sebastian, and at the moment we're enjoying another Barca victory. Mota, Iniesta. Mota again out to Mark Overmars. Overmars. Mota. Iniesta. Saviola won't get to this one. Nielsen does. Johnson. Lorenzen. Jakobsen. And there'll be 3 minutes added. That is probably down to the number of substitutions we've seen in the second half. Both managers have brought on all 3 substitutes. Brondby looking for pretty much a miracle here. It's a funny old game. Brondby on the attack. Daugard, ball forward, and there's a chance there, and Valdez had to come out sharply. Otherwise, Johansson could have been in. Good ball by Sennels. Gabri heads on, looking for Saviola. Cleared by Nielsen. Gabri loses out. Gabri's ball forward. Saviola there again. Saviola turns and looks for Iniesta. Overmars. Oh, and it's just over the crossbar. Zaza, I think, may have got a hand to it, so it'll be a corner for Barcelona. Certainly, Saviola's layoff was perfect, and Overmars did everything right. It took a deflection as well, so that makes the save even greater. Zaza has done well. I know Brondby are losing 2-1, but certainly has done well for the Danish team in goal. Corner to Barcelona. And Zaza there again to punch it away. Iniesta picks up. Oleguer's shot is blocked. And Brondby have the chance to counter. They won't get far with balls like that from Sennels. Reisiger with the throw-in for FCB. Delightful skill again by Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez ball looking for Overmars and just cut out by Daugard. Into the last 30 seconds. Barcelona will progress to the next round of the UEFA Cup. Man of the match, well, Puyol, because although he's not had a lot to do, he's magnificent as ever. The referee catches me by surprise, blows the final whistle. It's Barca TV. My name's Sebastian. Look forward to seeing you again.